Did somebody say new makeup? Because I am back with makeup that I have been dying to try, which is the Made by Mitchell Truth Tint. Now this has taken over my TikTok timeline and I have been wanting to try it for a while. Now of course it's like a UK based brand, so it's not in stores for me to kind of try, so I had to do my due diligence and my research and see which shades would match me. Now after looking at 1,000 videos, I ended up picking up TT14 and TT15. So picking up both of these shades, I feel like either shade will work for me. One could be like my regular color, one could be a summer color. I haven't been anywhere where I just sat in the sun and got really darker yet this summer. So I went in with TT14 for today's beat, but I feel like after a good trip to the beach, I'm gonna need the TT15. I do show you guys later on me swatching both of them on my cheek. I also swatched other colors that I have that I picked up on my hand, so you'll see that later in the video. But this skin tint is a sheer skin tint, so it's going to give you a light to medium coverage as far as with the skin tint. Like I can't really see the hyperpigmentation around my mouth, and I just have on the skin tint. So I really do like these. They are very moisturizing and lightweight. I was a little nervous because there was another product that I should have picked up that I didn't. I also picked up a concealer, and the packaging is so cute. Like, it's just so stinking cute. Now I did pick up one concealer in the color MBR2. And again, I had to watch a million videos to try to figure out which one I wanted. And again, I got the skin tint because I wanted something that was going to be light, natural, easy, you know, makeup but no makeup type of look. And this particular color, I kind of went in with the inner part of my arm to kind of match it to that. I really wanted it to be softer. I didn't really want like a brightening concealer. I didn't want 5 or 6 concealers because y'all know I have a lot. But I picked this one up. Now their concealer, the color wise, I really like the color. However, the consistency of the concealer, I don't know. It's like a, I don't know how I would describe this. Like a silicone kind of based type of concealer. I mean, it's decent. I'm going to use it till it's gone, and I'm going to use it in combination with the Truth Tint. And when I wear it, I'm lying. I'm probably going to use something else. But I tried their concealer. I just wasn't fully impressed by the concealer. However, I picked up more products. Now, I also picked up the Made by Mitchell Eye Lights brightening powder for my under eye. And I think this one is called Sunlight. And you really do get like, you really do get 4 different colors. Now, I went in with the peach color called Blaze. And you know, peach is the new thing to set your under eye. So I wanted to try that out. I also caught that one size buy one get one free sale. So I did order the 2 peach powders from that. And I can't wait to try it. That's going to be my first product from one size. So we're going to see how that work out. But I did get this to set the concealer that I picked up. And I actually did like that. Now I did set with loose powder before that. And I found this old one that I ain't never used. It's by Hard Candy too. It's a translucent powder, and I actually used it the other day and it actually set my under eyes pretty good. So I set with loose powder and then I went in over top of it with the Made by Mitchell. Now the next product that I picked up, as hype as I was for the Truth Tint, this was the other product that I was hyped for. I picked up the Made by Mitchell Curve Case in Deep. And I love the packaging. Like, look, you got the colors on the back, the blushes at the top, the bronzer contour shades at the bottom, and the color payoff on these, they wasn't lying, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. They weren't lying. The color payoff is so pretty. I will swatch these on my hand and show you guys later how pretty they came out. And I'm in love with the palette. Now, I am sad because I did catch a TikTok sale where the Truth Tints were only like $10. And a lot of the products were marked down, but I don't think the pressed version of this was marked down, so I didn't order it. I just got the regular palette, and I really do like these. These are very creamy. They blend out amazingly. They are very like moisturized, so I was a little sad that I didn't get the pressed palette to set with, so I just used the stuff that I had to set with. But this one, 1,000 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. I'm in love with this pressed palette. Now, the last item that I picked up, the last item, I also picked up one of their lip glosses. Now, a lot of their lip glosses went viral. I picked up the color Stargirl, which is like a peachy nude color. And this thing right here is this right here, I thought they was capping, because you know, with certain colors and certain payoffs. But look how pigmented the lip gloss is. It's thick and it's pigmented, and I'm gonna pick up about 2 or 3 or 4 more. Okay, now I did partner this with probably a discontinued MAC lipstick, because MAC be discontinuing stuff. I paired this with Lady Be Good Retro Matte color by MAC. I have a bunch of these that I've had for a very long time, and no, I'm not going to get rid of them. They probably expired years and years ago. But it's a pretty peachy matte color, and you know I like to base my lips, and look how close in color these are. So I just went over top of that with this, and I used the Fenty dark brown liner, can't think of the name of it, for my lip liner. But baby, definitely going to pick up more of these. I'm already adding to cart the items that I do want to get from Made by Mitchell. Definitely the pressed version of the curve case. Probably 2 or 3 more lip glosses. He also has like a liquid lipstick that I want to try, and lip pencils that I seen that was pretty decent. And that'll complete my little Made by Mitchell set. I know he's dropping some new products, so we gonna see what's for the girls. Now, as always, links to the items that I purchased will be in the description box below, and I'll include the other items that I used to set with. Like, I used the 2 orange shades to do my blush, and I feel like it's not picking up on camera, but this blush color is so pretty. It's the lighter orange into the darker orange, and it's like, because I'm looking at myself on the screen, I can see that I have on blush and it's really complimenting my skin, but in person you can really see. And I set it with the NARS Taj Mahal blush, because that was the first thing that came to mind for me. This orange shimmery blush, so it is sitting very, very pretty, and I feel like my Nikon ain't catching everything I'm gonna need it to be catching, okay? But other than that, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and as always, I will see you guys in my next one. Let's get into it. So starting off with this Truth Tint, I'm going to go in with TT14 on my cheek, just to kind of show you guys what each color looks like and how each color would work for me. Now I'm taking TT15, going a little bit higher up on my cheek. I'm going to blend out TT14, and as you can see, it's blending in very well. I flipped the brush over to blend out TT15, and both colors, like, honestly just melt into the skin. And I'm just kind of giving you guys a close-up. Like, they're 2 different colors, but they both just blend absolutely like butter. So I'm going to wipe both of those off, and then I'm going to go ahead and moisturize with the Embryolisse Lait-Crème. Now, there was a professional makeup artist that I seen on TikTok. I think his name was like I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember, but he definitely said go in with a moisturizer very heavily and then kind of let that soak into the skin. So that's what I'm doing now. I waited a couple minutes, let that soak in, and I look like a greased up pig. But we're going to also go ahead and prime with the Huda Easy Blur Primer. Now, I really do like this primer, and I'm putting it in my T-zone, you know, just to give some smoothness, especially in that T-zone area and underneath my eyes and my nose and my upper lip where I sweat the most. Now I'm going to go in with that concealer in MBR2. And I'm just going to kind of clean up my brows a little bit with it. I did it in the beginning. I always start off with my brows when I do my makeup. But I'm just going to go in underneath the brow with that and make sure to blend that out. And then I kind of went around the top of the brow a little bit just to give the brow a bit more definition. I need to find me a new brow product because I'm just stuck with what I use. So I'm going to go back in with TT14 all over the face today. And I'm going to put that on and blend that out with a brush so that I can get even coverage. Now, once I get this blended out with the brush all over my face, I like to go back in with my foundation buffing brush, and I'm going to also buff that out into the skin. Now, when I tell y'all, this skin tint is very, very lightweight. It feels like skincare on your skin. You know, it's not heavy at all. It almost feels like you're wearing nothing, and that was absolutely what I was looking for with this. I wanted something lightweight that's still going to give me a nice little beat that gives my skin the illusion of being an even tone, because baby got some hyperpigmentation going on all over. So I'm just going ahead and blending that out a bit more with the foundation brush and getting all in the corners and crevices of my face. So now I'm going to give you guys a close-up of how that skin tint is sitting. And the star of the show, the curve case. I was so excited for this because I've been seeing it everywhere, and the colors are absolutely beautiful. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. I went ahead and swatched all the blush shades on my hand, and I didn't even dig into the case because it's new, and they are very vibrant, so I was excited. Now this is all of the bronzer and like a contour shade, and they come off so pretty. So I went in with one of those medium bronzer shades, and I'm just going all around the perimeter of my face. I wanted to keep it very light because we're going for like more of a natural beat. Nothing like too heavy, but of course I want to give my face some definition. And then once I blended that out, because it blended out so smooth, like look at that. I kind of felt like it was disappearing. So I'm going to also go back in with a more warmer, one of the middle bronzer shades, and go over top of that just to give a little bit more definition. And I took it down my nose as well. And we're going to go ahead and just blend that out. So now I'm going to go in with the blush colors, and the two oranges stuck out the most to me. I'm going to start with the darker orange shade, and I'm going to do that on the top of my cheek. And look how pigmented it is. I mean, like that thing was showing up very, very much, okay? And I'm just blending that down into the cheek. I'm going to go back in with the lighter orange shade and kind of do that more so on the ball of my cheek. And then I'm going to also kind of take that up into the darker orange shade. But baby, who doesn't love an orange blush? Like that was so pretty. And again, these things melt like butter into each other. Like I love when products play well. We're going to go back in with the concealer in the MBR2. And I'm going to go ahead and just do that underneath my eye. I'm going to also highlight my chin, forehead, and down my nose and my upper lip. And again, this particular concealer, it's a nice concealer. The consistency though, I was more nervous if it was going to crease because of the consistency. But again, all these Made by Mitchell products like blend into each other like butter. I can say that, and I really do like the brand. Now, once our concealer is blended, I'm going to go in with this Hard Candy translucent powder. Of course, cleaning up my makeup collection, I found this and I'm like, let me go ahead and use it because it's collecting dust. And I used it the other day and I liked the way it came out with my makeup. So I went ahead and set initially all of the places that I put concealer with that Hard Candy translucent powder. I'm going to go back in with my blush because I wanted it to be showing. Okay, I have blush blindness this day. I wanted that color to pop. I'm going to set the blush with my NARS Taj Mahal blush. This is an iconic orange sparkly blush and I absolutely love it. So that gave me the perfect color to set with. I'm going to go back in with my contour shade, and this is one of those Revolution contours that was real big years ago, and I have every color, and I have not hit pan on any of them, so I continue to use that. Now, I also went ahead and put that kind of on my eyelid and in my crease. I'm going to go in with the MAC translucent powder, but this one I think is an NW45 or dark deep, something of that nature. But I set the rest of my face using that. I'm going back in with the Made by Mitchell Eye Lights palette, and I'm going to go in with that peach shade because I've been dying to try a peach setting powder, and I wanted to use this till I get that one size, which I have the 2 peach powders from them coming and their setting spray. I'm going to set my powders with the MAC Fix Plus because it's an OG. I'm always going to be a MAC girl. I'm going to go back in with the Revolution finishing spray, and this does lock in your makeup. So I'm going to compare it to the one size once I get it. So I'm going to put on a little bit of bottom mascara using my Essence mascara, and I'm going to trace my lips with the Fenty lip liner in Browned Out. I like this lip pencil because the color payoff and how it blends, but you always have to sharpen it, so it's almost gone. Next, I'm going to go over that with my MAC Retro Matte Lip Color in Lady Be Good. I absolutely love this, and I'm pretty sure this is a discontinued color, but it is beautiful. And then we're going to go in with the Made by Mitchell Lip Gloss in Stargirl. Now the color, baby, the color on this, look at this. Boom. Yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do, okay? The pigment on their lip glosses is amazing, so I would advise you to try it, especially once it comes to Ulta. And I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more of the Fenty lip liner just to give a bit more definition. And that is it, okay? I'm going to show you guys a close-up of my face, and the skin is absolutely skinning. This came out so cute that day, and I am a Made by Mitchell fan. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.